Konnichiwa and welcome everybody to Chrono Reviews. This time I'm going to review 1 to 8 scale Tatsumaki from One Punch Man. And I've been waiting for this figure quite a while since I pre-ordered it, because I really liked how it looked on the preview images, so I expect it to be quite nice. Anyway, this box at first glance looks a bit excessive, just like the Megumin box. There's a lot of empty spaces. However, the flaps on her clothing are quite wide, so they'll go almost out to the edges of the box anyway. So it's maybe just a little bit at the height. So this box was maybe needed to be this big. Maybe. And it's quite dark, but it looks really nice. So there's this One Punch Man here, Tatsumaki, and there's the license sticker there. And you can see the figure clearly from the window. And to the side it says One Punch Man, Tatsumaki. And on the back it says Tatsumaki there, picture of the figure, terrible tornado. I was thinking it was Tornado of Terror, but maybe it's Terrible Tornado. I'm not exactly sure on the translation. And the figure is made by Freeing. And on the side there is the same as the other side, and it's basically the same at the top and black at the bottom. Alright, before I get on to showing the figure itself, I just need to point out what I actually do not do that often, because this is a little bit rare, but the inside of the box is quite nicely designed. It represents her powers with floating rocks and all that, so there's a printed inlay that you could even take out and use as display background if you wish. I think that would be quite cool, actually. There are some figures that have those nice backgrounds, but not every figure. But this one was worth pointing out. So here is the figure itself. Here we can see Tatsumaki, and before I go on to the details of the figure, I'm going to point out that you attach her with this clear part that have a metal peg that goes up bit into her feet and her leg, her lower leg. So you press that on and then push it onto the base. And starting off with the base, I need to point out that in my opinion, I think it would be not cooler if the base were in clear plastic, just like this part, instead of white, because it would look a lot more clean and neat on the display shelf. So let's get into detail. The sculpture of this figure is very dynamic. It's really cool. I mean, there are not a lot of detail as such, because it's a quite plain character design. It's just a black robe and bare legs, but she have a lot of personality, and I really love this character. She's tsundere, classical tsundere, but she's irritated when Saitama, well, when Saitama is Saitama-ish in his behavior. And I must say, the detail and the flow of the outfit is really neat. It's really nicely done. You can see all those flaps of fabric flowing out when she's hovering, and she's going to wreck stuff with her telekinetic powers. And this hair is really nicely sculpted too. I would be very careful for not breaking those, but it seems overall sturdy. And then into the paint job. The paint job is really clean as well. There is a few highlights on the black, barely notable, but they are there. The hair, I'm not sure how dark the hair was in the series. I think this is slightly darker, so it's less glowy, but still fits the figure very nicely. And the face is really clean too. And the paint job, I can't see any mistakes. What's here is very clean and very neatly done. So now I'm going to just give you a little close-up so you can see the face better. You can see the slight highlights on the black. There is slightly toned skin, and there is the face that is really clean and neatly done too. The eyes really capture her look, and the hair is very detailed. So there we have it. Tatsumaki 1:8 scale from freeing. And in my opinion, my only gripe actually was the base not being clear, because it would have done a lot to this. But in general, except the base, this is an amazing figure. And for any Tatsumaki or One Punch Man fan, I highly recommend this figure. Buy it, put it on the shelf, enjoy it, because it's really awesome. It was very, very worth the waiting, I must say that much. It was worth the waiting. So until next time, take care and sayonara.